You want to accomplish something fast, violence will do it. But very often you can accomplish the same thing without violence if you have a more orchestrated plan of not submission, not appeasement, not giving in, not allowing the status quo to go on, but gradually eroding the status quo. Think of South Africa. The African National Congress, which was, represented the black population of South Africa, the African National Congress could have, they're facing apartheid, which is a kind of slavery, certainly, not far from slavery, apartheid. They could have fought the majority of the population in South Africa. They could have fought they could have gotten arms from the outside. They had friends and sympathizers, and they could have instigated an armed rebellion to overthrow the apartheid regime. And they would have won, probably won. How long would it take? Maybe a couple of years, who knows? 2, 3, 4, we don't know exactly. How many people would die in the course of that struggle? Oh, we don't know, 1 million, 2 million, most of them black, right? But at the end of it, apartheid would be over. And people would say, that's the only way it could have been done. Just as they say about the Revolutionary War, that's the only way we could have won independence. About the Civil War, that's the only way could have ended slavery. By the way, just a footnote about ending slavery after the Civil War. We did not really end slavery. It's not simply, they were slaves and now they're free. No, they weren't free. They were put back into serfdom, not slavery, but serfdom after the Civil War. They were left without resources. And they had to go back and work now for the same plantation owners that they were enslaved by, now but with the same kinds of restrictions on them because they had no resources. So to say slavery was ended, not quite true. And as you know, black people then went through 100 years after the supposed end of slavery and after the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments were passed to the Constitution promising racial equality, so on. For 100 years after the supposed end of slavery, black people are segregated and live as second-class human beings. So while on a positive side you say, oh, we ended slavery. Well, you have to put quotation marks around end of slavery. Not quite. So, these are things worth considering.